we've got this crappy mix of snow and rain going on right now. It's actually warming up. It's supposed to snow most of the day. However, it's going to change over to a crappy, slippery, slushy crap, and then change over to rain. And it looks like it's let up pretty well right now, but we're still early in the afternoon. They've been seeing this coming for a while, and it's not really all that bad. It's just nasty, that's all. So I'm actually on my way to turn in a library book that was supposed to be turned in yesterday that I just found out about through a phone call. It's amazing how some librarians are kind of mean on the phone. And why is it always a librarian, or at least in my experience, and at least what I've seen or heard, they're always old ladies, just old, late 50s to 70s, and they're always so mean. Because she called me and I answered the phone, and she said, "Are you so-and-so?" "Yeah." "Do you realize that in your name you have a library book blah 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 that was due yesterday and it still has not been turned in?" "Oh, I didn't realize that. I realized that there was a library book out, but I didn't have any idea when it was due. My wife checked it out." Well, the library book is in your name, so you're going to need to come down here as soon as possible and turn that book in so that we can restock it and somebody else can have it. Well, that's fine and everything, but all I needed was a courtesy call. Hey, just to remind you, you got a book out. If you could return that as soon as possible, we would appreciate it. Thank you. And that's it. I could understand if it was 3 months delinquent and I haven't returned any calls, and whatever. Stupid kid. Kid back there obviously doesn't know, or is too impatient or too faithful in their bald Toyota tires to get him around that corner. I was waiting for him to let loose, sideswipe me. Anyways, so my experience with librarians has always been not good. Even the ones in my schools, for some reason, they just seem so... I don't know if it's their job. I don't know if they're trained that way. I mean, it's not their personal collection of books. It's not like they're dishing out the money. I don't know. Anyways, enough about that. This road is a mess right now. You can tell they haven't done anything with it, which is fine. I mean, this stuff started coming down here about 8 o'clock this morning. It's only a little afternoon, so this road being in the middle of nowhere, which yes, it is in the middle of nowhere in my opinion. Obviously they haven't gotten around to cleaning it yet. What a dirty mess. Definitely have to get my car to the car wash again. So that's probably about it. I don't really have anything recently, and probably not going to have much coming up over the next month while we wind down winter. We're actually going to be seeing some 40-degree temperatures. Oh, thank God. Here next week. Here it is Tuesday. And by next Tuesday, it's going to get up into the 40s. Now, of course, things could change. Being that Michigan is the way it is, it's probably going to go from 40 to negative 40. And that's just the way that it is. But I have high hopes that we will reach the 40s next week. And this is around the time that we do start getting into the 40s normally, under a normal week. That's the way it's supposed to be. So that's, this is good. This is average. I mean, we've had below average temperatures for pretty much since December. So it's nice that we can actually see an average work out for once. Can't even tell where the lines are at or anything. And this minivan behind me seems to be in a real fucking hurry, riding my ass. Anyways, so when it finally starts to warm up and things start to settle down as far as the winter, and I start getting more time off work, which should be happening here. I always take my kids spring break off. There's various other days when it starts warming up that I start taking off. So there's some things that I definitely need to do, is particularly the renewable energy. My solar panels, I need to get those up. I need to get everything hooked up. I need to get everything running, because right now I've got a battery that is sitting in the closet that is not being used, and it is a waste. And unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do about it. The only way that I have to charge it is through bicycle generator, and even then, I'm completely reworking the system. So it's pointless for me to set everything up the way it was before and then tear everything apart again so that I can rework it, because it has to be redone in order for me to get the panels, the more panels installed. I'm just so at the end of my rope when it comes to wintertime. We're always so used to it when it comes, and it's like, yeah, that's no big deal. But then towards the end, when we still have days like this, but it's March, we start to really get fatigued with it and really get tired of it. It's just the way that it is. Are you waiting for your four-wheel drive to kick in? You're like in the middle of the road. I am almost on the line right now.